Today, we are going to look at how to set up the analog inputs for your SCADADroid. In addition, we will explore the differences between milliamp and voltage modes. To set up your SCADADroid's analog inputs, click on the Status tab over here. There are two analog channels at the bottom, and the input status and output relay settings are at the top. By default, the analog channels have a 0 to 10 volt option, but you can change them to any of the options shown in the drop-down. If you are monitoring battery voltage, you would typically use the 4 to 20 milliamp input. For this demonstration, we will use the 0 to 20 milliamp option. If you use a fluke meter, you can source it. When Rionix ships out your SCADADroid, the unit is calibrated, but sometimes you need to recalibrate it. As you can see here, the milliamps on this analog channel are too high, so we need to recalibrate it. To do this, open up a new tab in a web browser, type in your SCADADroid's IP address, and then type /calibration, and then type in PHP. Click the Add Calibration button in the bottom left corner 2 times, one for each analog channel. Because we selected the 0 to 20 milliamp option before, we'll select the same option here for both channels. We can also select the other ranges if we want a better resolution or a more accurate 0 to 10, 0 to 20. We can do calibration of that as well. Don't forget to set which analog channels go with which row of the chart. Next, click on the Configuration button over here. A dialog box will appear with a chart, and for this demonstration, we'll add 2 values by clicking on the Add button in the bottom left corner. In the Target column, we'll type in 4 milliamps and 20 milliamps like this. Currently, the meter is set up for 4 milliamps, so if we click this button in the 4 milliamp row, it will record that value. When we adjust the meter up to 20 milliamps and press the same button in the second row, the second value will be recorded. For this example, we are using a standard 4 to 20 milliamp transmitter. However, you can use this to calibrate multiple inputs, such as a non-linear transmitter. To save this information, press the Save button down here. I know, amazing. The next step would be to repeat the same process on channel 1, but you could also just copy and paste the JSON code to channel 1. When we go back to the status page, you can see that channel 2 is at about 20 milliamps, and when we drop it to 4 milliamps, the channel changes accordingly. Going over channel 1, you can see that it hasn't taken 4 milliamps yet. It takes a couple of minutes to confirm it. Now it is calculated, and the milliamp reading is very close to 4 milliamps, just by putting the default in. If we change it to 20 milliamps, the status changes accordingly. If you would like to make the reading more accurate, click on the Configuration button and then adjust the number. Click Save, and in a minute or so, your changes will be saved and the number on the status page will be more accurate. That is the characterization of the internal 250 resistors that are brought in when you switch it to a milliamp input versus a voltage mode. And that concludes this video on analog inputs. For more helpful tutorials and walkthroughs related to Rionix's SCADADroid, please go to our website and click on Support Videos. Thank you for watching.